Welcome to this superficial frontline class, which is going to help to remodel and rejuvenate the collagen and the fibroblasts that make up our fascial matrix. And we're going to do this through some long hold and stretches and some fluid movements, particularly focused on the front area of the body. So we have a fascial chain that runs from the front of the feet or top of the feet all the way up through the front line of the body, attaching into the back of the ears. So get ready, get any props that you like to have available ready by your mat. We're going to be doing some long holds in low lunge as well. So if you like to have a blanket under your knee or blocks under your hands, make sure that you've got those in arm's reach. And then make yourself comfortable and let's begin. Allowing yourself to let go of your day, come into this space in your body, coming into the present moment and allowing whatever is going on in your mind to just continue on and carry on. But we're going to keep our focus grounded in our breath, in our body, and just the experience of our practice. Allowing your legs and hips to be heavy, softening into your belly, and soften into your chest and arms. Relax into your face and jaw. And on your next inhale, lift up through your spine, lifting into the crown of your head as if somebody is drawing you up by a piece of string. Exhaling to soften the shoulders down away from your ears, maintaining that lift in your spine. And if you like, closing your eyes, or at least relaxing them half closed. Begin to observe your breath as you inhale and exhale through your nose. And sometimes at the beginning of our practice, it's nice to let out some vocal exhalation. So if you feel the need to just let it all go, please go ahead. There's one for you. And just continuing on breathing, starting to deepen your breath, following the journey of your breath as you inhale all the way into the base of your lungs. And exhaling, releasing completely, emptying your lungs. 2 more breaths in this way. And let's carry on from here straight into some Goranga breathing. We're going to bring the mantra Goranga to our mind, inhaling as we silently say the sound Goranga in our mind. And as we exhale, we'll say the sound Goranga for the entire length of our exhalation. So you can either sink in with my breath or you can go in your own time. Inhale. Exhale completely. And let's begin. Inhale. Goranga. Continuing on. Inhale. Goranga. Inhale. Goranga. Two more times. Goranga. Goranga. And release back to your regular breathing, allowing the mantra to resonate through your mind and heart. Bringing your hands together in prayer position to set an intention for our practice. My intention for our practice today is that you feel a delightful sense of stretch and release. Always yummy, always a welcomed experience. Alrighties, let's begin. So we're going to work from our head and neck down the body to the feet. So we'll start with the neck and shoulders, starting by just raising your shoulders up and pressing them down, raising them up and press them down. Now take both fingertips to the floor, walking your fingertips out to the sides. So you're reaching down into your fingertips, shoulders set down your back, and spine is lifted as you lift into the crown of your head. So keeping that gentle tension as you then lower your left ear toward your left shoulder, feeling the stretch through the top of that right shoulder and your neck. Continue to breathe. And inhale, raising your head back up. Exhaling, lowering your head over to the right. Breathing naturally. Raising your head back to center, taking your two fingers glued together, resting them just under the base of your skull as you lift your chin and carefully lower your head back so that we can comfortably open up through the throat, taking your elbows back. Keep breathing. And come back to center, lowering your chin toward your chest, hands to your knees. Good. And raise your head up, coming over to lay on your belly. We'll go through some fluid cobra waves now, starting with small movements, taking your hands underneath your shoulders and gently engage through your legs, pointing back into your toes. So you're long through your spine the entire time that you're doing this. We're going to inhale, lift the head, elbows drawing in, and lift the chest. Exhale. Inhale, lift. Lifting a little higher. Exhale, lower down. If you can move your spine in a wave-like motion as you articulate your vertebra one by one, so slow, mindful movements, gradually lifting a little higher into cobra each time until you get to a comfortable height, and then we'll just keep repeating the movement for good. Last wave. This time, inhale, lift up. Elbows come into the ribs, reaching back into your toes, gently engage through your hips as you open your heart center forward, broadening through your collarbones, gazing down at the tip of your nose, holding cobra position. Excellent. Let's take it back into child's pose. Lifting through your belly, driving your hips back to your heels, and soften into your lower back. You can place your head on the floor and rest completely if you like, or stack your fists, resting your head on top of your fists. Well, let's take one more breath here. And take your hands forward. Inhale, tuck the toes, lifting back into downward dog. Give yourself a little bit of time to stretch out through the backs of the legs for this first downward dog. And then start to find your way into the pose, checking that your fingers and thumbs are spread nice and wide. Press the floor away, sending the hips back, scooping in through your belly, and encouraging your heels down toward the floor. Good. Now, inhaling, taking your shoulders forward, coming onto your toes as you lower your hips to toward the floor, allowing them to hover, going into stretching dog. So gaze up, feeling that stretch through the front body. Exhale, driving through your belly as you lift back into downward dog. Take a breath. And inhaling, coming forward, and look up. Exhale, driving back into downward dog. Let's do that a couple more times. Now moving a little quicker, inhale. Exhale. One last time, inhale. Exhale. Walking your feet forward to meet your hands. Slowly roll up, one vertebra at a time. Head is the last to come up. Finding yourself at the top of your mat, bring your palms together in prayer, and we'll go through 3 rounds of sun salutations. So with this series of sun salutes, we're going to place a little bit of emphasis on taking a back reach to begin our sun salutation, and also as the final movement, really just to target that opening and lengthening through the front body. So whenever you're ready, let's begin. Inhale, reaching up, grounding down through your feet. It's okay to softly bend through your knees if need to as you reach back. Squeezing through the hips. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold, jump or step back. Lower down. Inhaling up. Exhale, lifting back into downward dog. Holding here for 3 breaths. One last breath. Jump or step your feet forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift all the way up, taking a little back bend. Exhale, arms by your sides. Again, inhale, reaching up and back. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold, jump or step back. Lower down. Inhaling up. Exhale, lift back into downward dog. Press the floor away, rolling your upper arms in toward each other. Stabilizing through the shoulders as you scoop in through your belly and anchor down into your heels. And breathe. When you're ready, jump or step. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift all the way up and back reach. Exhale, arms by your sides. One last round. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, jump or step back. Lower down. Inhaling up. Exhale, downward dog. Staying here for 3 breaths. Exhale completely. Then jump or step your feet forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up and back reach. Exhale, arms by your sides. Take a breath. Inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold, jump or step back. Lower down. Inhaling up. Exhale, downward dog. Anchoring the left foot in the floor as you sweep the right leg up. So we're just going into a nice long extension through the leg. So taking that leg up and back as far as you can. So exaggerating the hip stretch. Then exhale, stepping the foot in between your hands, dropping your back knee to the floor. We're going to keep the back toes tucked under for this one. And you can slide your front foot back a little so it's stacked under your front knee, tucking the tailbone under to emphasize the stretch through the front of the hip. And then we'll raise the left arm up. You can take it back a little, using your right hand here as a little bit of stability support. So hopefully you're feeling that stretch through the front of the thigh and the hip flexor. And if not, pressing the hip forward until you feel that stretch. You can even take it into a little bit of a back bend. Good, and exhale. Release. Let's flatten out through the back foot, slide the front foot forward, and soften down into low lunge. So using our inhalation to feel your breath expand into your body, feeling that gentle lift as you inhale and your body is buoyant with the breath. And then as you exhale, allow everything to soften and allow and invite a little more depth in the pose. And then from there, taking it into crescent lunge. So just being mindful of your balance. If you need a bit more stability, just walking your front foot out to the side a little. We'll take our arms up, go into a little back bend. Your back bend might look a little bit more bendy than mine. My spine is not very bendy. Taking your arms back, feeling that stretch through the shoulders, through the front of your body. And exhale. Hands to the floor. Tuck your back toe, step back into plank. And let's flow to the other side. Take a breath first. Sweeping the left leg up, inhaling. Nice big exaggerated stretch. And dropping that right heel down to the floor. And then when you're ready, sweeping that foot forward. Drop the back knee to the floor, tuck the back toes under. Bringing that front foot stacked underneath your knee and starting to tuck the tailbone under and press the right hip forward. Raise the right arm up and start pressing your hips forward until you feel a nice stretch through the front of the right side of your hip, your thigh. Keep breathing. Exhale, release. Flatten out through the back foot. Lower your arm and position yourself for low lunge. And then again, just tuning into your breath, inhaling to lift, expand, feel into your body, exhaling to soften and surrender and allow your body to do its thing, trusting that your body is going to move safely. And anytime it doesn't feel safe or the pain feels over, the pain, that sounds terrible. The stretch feels too painful or too uncomfortable, just know that anytime, take your hands to your knees and gently lift up out of it. But see if you can just allow yourself to go a little deeper, letting go of that mental safety mechanism that we often have unconsciously responding and preventing us from really dropping in. Nice. And if you'd like to go further, raising the arms up, taking it into a crescent lunge. Exhale. Hands to the floor. Tuck the toes and step back. Lower down. Inhale and exhale. Let's take a little rest for our hips in child's pose. Softening into your hips as you fold forward. All right. Unravel. Let's come up again into downward dog. Stepping your right foot in between your hands, this time coming into high lunge. All right, getting comfortable in the pose first, then take your arms up. Holding here for a couple of breaths, and then we're going to bring a little strengthening exercise into the pose. If it gets too much with your arms up, just bringing your hands to your hips, and we're going to bring in some knee taps, lowering the back knee down, press down through your feet, drawing in through your belly to lift back up. And 5, and then exhale. Let's just swivel over to the other side. Finding yourself in high lunge on the left side now. Taking your arms up, holding here. And begin. Knee taps. Whenever you're ready, going in your own pace. 3, 4, 5. Beautiful. Arms to hands to heart center, swiveling up, coming back and stepping to the top of your mat. Arms by your sides, take a breath. So we've done a little work through the hips now. Take your feet hip distance apart, standing nice and strong and grounded as you interlock your hands behind you, opening up through the chest by pressing your palms together, rolling your shoulder blades in toward each other, and begin to lift your arms, taking it little bit by little bit. And you can play with drawing your hands back and up. Trying to keep your shoulders stacked above your hips and not perching forward. Keep lifting. One more breath here. And exhale, release. Soft bend at the knees as you fold forward and allow your shoulders to soften forward. Allow your head to soften. Good. And roll up. We've got one more standing posture, which is dancer pose with main emphasis again on just feeling the stretch and the engagement and that proprioceptive awareness through the front of your body. So when you go into dancer pose, you're really drawing on that whole line from the top of the foot through the front of the body, creating length and tension. So that's what we're going to be focusing on. Feel free to grab a wall, a chair, a belt, or anything you'd like to use. Don't worry too much about, I guess, the usual experience of the pose where we're really working on the back bend and where the postural experience. Try to focus on, just for this practice today, the slow engagement and awareness of moving into the pose, going little bit by little bit and feeling the engagement through the front line of your body. So that beautiful, mindful sensory experience, and then gradually build your way up into the pose, however that looks for you today. Starting by grounding into your feet and just taking your time. So even allowing my instructions to fall away a bit, allowing that feeling of you're in a guided class to fall away so that you can be really intentionally focused and mindful with your own experience. Taking hold of your foot. I'm starting balancing on my left side, holding onto my right foot. And then gradually start to lift. And just notice the subtle tugs and pulls through your fascia as you gradually build up into the pose. Keeping the right hip working down. And really pressing down into your left big toe, pinky, and heel. Navel drawing in. And release. Take a breath before moving over to the other side. All right, switching to the other side whenever you're ready, grounding down through the right foot, taking hold of the left. Feeling the stretch through the front of the hip and the thigh. Feeling in the grip, the front of your foot. And then gradually build up into wherever feels comfortable for you in the pose. Oop. I need to do one more full breath without any wobbles on this side. Feels like it's not going to happen today. I'm going to use the wall. And release. Take a moment just to stand and relax. Good. All right, let's melt down to the floor. Soft bend through the knees. Drop your chin toward your chest and roll, 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 roll. Take some little sweeps from side to side, softening through your lower back. Good. And come down to a seated position. We'll take hero pose now, starting with half hero, moving into full hero, and then reclined hero. Bringing the left foot into the side of the hip. Stretching out through the front of the thigh first. If that feels accessible, release that side, moving over to the other side. Take a breath. And if both of those feel accessible, Then let's come onto our knees. Take your feet out just wider than your hips so that you can place your hands on the back of your feet. So your hands are there for support. Anytime you feel like it's getting too strong, you can press down into your feet, press down into your hands, and lift up. When you're ready, dropping down, hips in between your heels, and then further still, walking back to drop down into your forearms and try to emphasize that stretch through the front of the body by gently pressing down into your knees, lifting and lengthening through your thighs. If you feel like you want to go a little deeper, you can come and lay back. Two more breaths here. Take your hands to your feet, press down into your forearms, lift yourself up, then bring your hands to the floor, press all the way up. Take your hands forward and give yourself a moment just to stretch out. We'll cross the ankles, come back, taking your legs forward. So this is our last posture now, coming into a wheel pose. So we're going to be doing a full arch. Just take your time to move into the pose. Enjoy the invigorating full body stretch through the back and definitely very much so through the front as well. Take your time too. So if you want to do a couple of entries into the pose or hold for 5 to 10 breaths, up to you. Again, this is one of those postures where I'll guide you into it, but really try to drop into your own practice here and take as much time as you need to explore the posture. Starting on your back with your heels in toward your hips. Hands behind your shoulders. Make sure you got space between your shoulders and your hands. Step one is to press down into your palms and feet and pop up just enough so that you're able to comfortably land and hold on the crown of your head. And that might be far enough for you. Or if you'd like to go further, press down into your feet and your hands and lift up. You can come onto your toes if you like and work on pressing your chest forward. And breathe as best you can. Mm. And then coming down in the same way, dropping to the crown of your head. And then carefully coming to lay on your back. Feel free to spend time doing another one. That's going to be it for me today. And enjoy that beautiful rush of vital energy through the entire front of your body. Bring your feet to the floor, rocking your knees from side to side. Hug your knees into your chest, squeezing your knees into your chest as you lengthen your tailbone down toward the floor. Make some circles with your knees. And back in the opposite direction. And then relax. Get yourself comfortable for Shavasana. It'll take about 5 minutes now in Shavasana to rest and relax, allowing everything we've just practiced to assimilate and integrate in our mind and body. Closing your eyes, wriggle your shoulders down away from your ears. Turn your palms up and allow your feet to fall out to the sides. Observing how your mind and body feel after your practice. Noticing if the front of your body feels particularly light, open, stretched, and released. And allowing the entire back of your body to be heavy and relaxed. You feel safe and warm. Nothing else to do, nowhere else to be. Just rest. And bring one hand to your belly and one hand to your heart. Come back to your breath. And we'll sound the mantra Gauranga 5 times in sync with our breath. And as you say the mantra, listening to the sound, drawing it into your mind and down into your heart. Gauranga, 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 Gauranga. One last time. Gauranga. Wiggling your fingers and toes, rolling over onto your left side. Press yourself up to sit. And now we'll close off our practice by bringing our palms together in prayer position. Coming back to the intention that I set for us. I hope you feel stretchy and open and released through your front body and through the rest of your body and into your mind. Hope you're feeling a little bit softer, a little bit lighter. And let's bow to offer our respects to each other. Bowing once more to offer our respects to the Supreme Soul. Namaste. Thank you.